Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with the Atakline for Monday, July 9th, 2012. Now, since I haven't made a video since Tuesday, I want to say I hope that everybody had a great 4th of July weekend, and I know I did. Since Tuesday, I've been doing a lot of things, going in and out of the house, doing things. I'll be telling you most about that next couple minutes, starting with my 2 DJ Zack Attack gigs I did over the weekend. Actually, 3 Zack Attack gigs I did this weekend. Starting with 2 shows yet again for my one of my new favorite places to play, Westview Orchards. Saturday, it was scorching, about 95 degrees. It was scorching hot. We had a morning 5K, and not a lot of people showed up. We had a 2 weeks before that was a little bit cooler and more people showed up. It was just too hot to run in the heat. But we had a decent turnout. Got sent home a little early. We were supposed to play till 4, but the 3, but we got sent home at 12:30 because it was too hot. Because after the 1, everyone went home and no one came after the race. Either people from the race or anybody didn't come after noon. So we went home early, went to a 4th of July party on Saturday. But before I get to that, like I said, the recipe show on Saturday and also one on Sunday. It was on again, off again, on again. It was still a decent show, better than Saturday. Yesterday was better. There was a lot cooler, about 84 degrees, a little cloudy here and there. Got a cool breeze. Decent crowd, decent people. I had a decent show yesterday. Better show at Westview. Then, of course, I did a 4th of July party on Saturday. Last year during this party, it rained. And this year it didn't. Happy it didn't. Fell a little rain, but didn't storm like last year. But decent turnout this year. There was less. Speaking of less people, this people had less people than, I think there was more people the year before. Last year there was more people, but still we had a decent crowd. Took a while to get going. You know, they charged people this time. This is a private house party, and they were charging people to get in, and charging for drinks too. Kind of understand this economy. You gotta make any money you can, especially you spend a lot of money on these parties. So, but still a decent show. Took a while to get going, but we had some decent dancing moments. People bounced their head. People loved the show. Thank you everybody who attended any show this weekend. I got 2 shows upcoming weekend on Friday and Saturday. Now, on with your number ones. Now, as I mentioned, I haven't made a video since Tuesday. So since I haven't done a video, like I said, in a week, I'm going to tell you last week's Billboard number ones. Debuting at number 1 this week is Linkin Park. Landing at number 1 with their album Living Things, kicking off Justin Bieber. Now, Linkin Park's got some stiff competition, including Chris Brown this upcoming week. So get ready for that. Now, then we have a still number 1 single, Harley Rae Jepsen. Still number 1 for the 4th week in a row with Call Me Maybe. While Luke Bryan, well, I can tell you this now, he was last week's country number 1 for the 2nd week for Drunk on You. But since country number 1s are always reviewed on Mondays, Brantley Gilbert kicks off Luke Bryan this week to become your new country number 1 with You Don't Know Her Like I Do, his 2nd number 1 following Country Must Be Countrywide. So congrats to all your Billboard number 1s. But now on to your number 1 movie. As many people expected, Spider-Man 4, The Amazing Spider-Man, debuted at number 1 for a full day total of 62 million. The movie actually came out Tuesday, and the grand total starting Tuesday was 137 million, but it fell short of Spider-Man's 1, 2, and 3. Spider-Man made only, like I said, about 140 within 6 days. The identical weekend, a couple years ago, Transformers made 155 million. But Also underwhelming, Katy Perry's movie Part of Me only making $10 million. Not even making the top 5. A bobbity bobbity bum bum bum. She released this last year when she was still popular. Fine. Savage's Yellow New Movie debut at number 4 at 16 million, while Ted, last week's number 1, still plays well with 32 million. Speaking of Ted, I finally got to see Ted over the weekend this past Friday, and I loved it. It wasn't like a big laugh out loud extravaganza, but it was still a few chuckles. I laughed a few things. There's some funny lines. I can't say them here. I've mostly forgotten them all because I've been working all weekend, but it was some decent funny lines, great scenes, great funny movie. Ted's a great comedy movie. Very raunchy, but very fun to watch. Who thought that a movie about a talking teddy bear can be one of the funniest comedies I've seen in a long time? Very funny movie. Check it out. Check out Ted if you haven't seen it yet. Very funny. Very funny. Now, music news. Music news. This news just came in. Just as I was making this news just came in after 30 years together. I didn't know they were around that long. Chumbawumba, known for the one-hit wonder hit Tub Thumping, has announced their breakup. I didn't know they've been around for 30 fucking years. I bet you everyone's reading that's like, wow, they've been around for that long? 30 years? I didn't know that. Anyway, they have released a statement on Chumba.com. They have plans to dissolve. And they are detailing that the plans, they're going to end their career with neither a whimper, a bang, or a reunion. 30 years of ideas and melodies, endless meetings, and European tours, press releases, sing-along courses, and data sound poetry finally at an end. They have, of course, a string of fall and winter shows to end this year. They have a few more shows to do, then officially break up. But when it comes to chances of a reunion, we do, of course, reserve the right to reimburse Chumbawumba doing something else entirely. Frankly, that's not very likely. That means there probably won't be a chance of a reunion. So there you go, Chumbawumba breaking up. They got knocked down, they got up again, but now they're finally down for the count. Now, other music news today, including Iheart Music Festival finally announcing their lineup. Now, they announced the second annual Iheart Radio Music Festival a couple months ago, but they said they wasn't going to announce the lineup until this morning. Well, they did. And they got another diverse list of artists. Last year, just to name a few artists of last year's festival, we had Lady Gaga, Kenny Chesney, the Black Eyed Peas, Jennifer Lopez, Jane's Addiction, just to name a few. The lineup this year features Taylor Swift, making one of her only rare appearances this year, since she's off touring this year. Aerosmith, who's about to release a new album, of course, currently on the tour right now. Last year, Steven Tyler was at the festival solo. Now he brings the band Aerosmith with him. Rihanna, also on the set list. Got a new single. Usher had a #1 album a few weeks ago. He was on last year's Iheart Music Festival, so he's a repeat performer. Bon Jovi, like Taylor Swift, also making a rare appearance, as well as Lil Wayne, who's doing nothing much. Green Day, who's of course releasing Uno Dos Tres. Of course, Uno comes out a couple days before or after the Iheart Music Festival, September 21st and 22nd. There's a couple house performers, a couple EDM performers, with Swedish House Mafia, deadmau5, and Calvin Harris performing. And I mentioned Taylor Swift, she's not the only country person. Brad Paisley, Miranda Lambert, and Jason Aldean are country. We got a little Latino flavor with Pitbull, Enrique Iglesias, and Shakira. Got a little R&B, like I said, Usher alongside Mary J. Blige. Pink, of course, pop, one of the only major pop people besides No Doubt, who's of course recording, releasing the new album, Push and Shove around that same time as well. And also, joining Green Day as one of the only major rock people thus far besides Aerosmith and them, Linkin Park, who I mentioned has the #1 album until Chris Brown kicks them off this week. They're claiming more artists will be announced, and I know they will. They added more after the initial announcement last year. Tickets go on sale this week for the two-day festival taking place September 21st and 22nd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. For the second year in a row, Ryan Seacrest will be hosting the event. Speaking of hosting and Fox, Demi Lovato, who's of course judging on the X Factor on Fox, will be hosting the Teen Choice Awards on July the 22nd. She'll be hosting alongside performers from Carly Rae Jepsen, Justin Bieber, among many others, called Teen Choice on Fox, July 22nd. Now, on to a lot of sports news, starting with results from UFC 148. As I mentioned, I missed the pay-per-view on Saturday because of my gig. I was hoping to see the replay yesterday, but I couldn't. So in the winners of the main card, you had Mike Easton taking on Ivan Mengia VR, whatever the name is. Mike Easton won. Featherweight, Chad Money Mendez defeated Cody McKenzie, TKO. Damian Maia, part of the I Lost to Anderson Silva Club, which would add another two-time member, would defeat Dong Hung Kim by TKO in the first round. Kong Lee defeating another Silva victim, Petra Cote, by unanimous decision. In our co-main event, the woman match between Forrest Griffin and Tito Ortiz. But Tito Ortiz, currently, going to be inducted into the UFC Hall of Fame, lost his last fight to unanimous decision by Forrest Griffin. And Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva, too. Very anticipated match that had a big showdown at the weigh-ins. Ended with an Anderson Silva victory yet again, with a TKO in the second round. Sonnen took him down again, dominating the first round, but Silva came back with a big knee in the second round, taking him down for a TKO victory, retaining the middleweight championship. Who's next for the Spider? Who knows? But there you go. Anderson Silva defeated Chael Sonnen. Also, last night was TNA's pay-per-view. I don't watch it. I mentioned many times before I don't watch TNA pay-per-views because streaming sucks and they don't air in B-dubs. The main thing was, of course, the X Division title. They had a couple X Division matches. As Mason Andrews, a wild card, who won a four-way match to determine a competitor, defeated Kid Cash. Kenny King defeated Douglas Williams. Sanjay Dutt defeated Rashad Cameron. And Zima Iron defeated Flip Casanova in tournament semifinal matches. And those four faced off in the Ultimate X match to determine a new X Division champion. And Zima Iron became the new X Division champion. I know a lot of people don't like him because he's kind of like the Sin Cara of TNA, botch a lot. But you know what? We'll see what Zima does. Speaking of new champions, yes, Austin Aries became the new TNA World Champion last night, deciding to forfeit the X Division Championship to get a shot against Bobby Roode. Austin Aries has done what RVD, Sting, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, and James Storm could not do. Beat Bobby Roode and become the new TNA World Champion. 1 year ago, Austin Aries was fighting for a chance to get back at TNA at Destination X 2011. 1 year later, he became the X Division champion and forfeited it to become the new TNA World Champion. So we're getting a big push lately. And I wish Austin the best of luck. I personally thought he was going to lose, but I'm happy Austin Aries won. Something new, something fresh, something different. And I hope it all goes well with Austin Aries. Good luck to you, buddy. Hope you have a good title run. Other matches that weren't X Division related included a Bound for Glory series match with Samoa Joe defeating Kurt Angle, getting himself a couple more points. And also AJ Styles defeated Christopher Daniels in what I heard a very good last man standing match. And it wasn't plagued by this whole stupid baby storyline with AJ and that Claire Lynch bitch. Now, I'm hearing the TNA pay-per-view was actually pretty good. You know, it was like the best TNA pay-per-view in a while with a good last man standing match. Ultimate X was decent, I heard. And of course, Austin Aries becoming the new TNA champion. Now, on to WWE Raw Supershow preview for tonight. The final Raw before Money in the Bank. Top 4 questions that must be answered tonight. Question number 4. What legend will return tonight to beat up Heath Slater? Return. Like I said, Heath Slater has been like the punching bag. We've seen returns of Doink, DDP last week, Sid, Vader, Mick Foley, Roddy Piper, Cyndi Lauper. Whereas tonight's featured legend will be Bob Backlund. That's what I'm hearing. That's many wrestling sites are reporting. So we'll see if he shows up or not. So there you go. Question number 3. Who will be the GM for tonight? We don't know yet. We know that SmackDown's GM this week, you know it's Zack Ryder. But no one has announced who will be your Raw GM for tonight. As of I'm making this, there is still no word on tonight's GM for Raw. I've been hearing rumors it's Bret Hart, but nothing's been confirmed. So we're probably going to find out the GM for Raw when it happens tonight. Question number 2. Will we finally fucking add more people to the Raw Money in the Bank match? Now, SmackDown added Dolph Ziggler and Cody Rhodes last week, but we're still at 4 competitors for the WWE Money in the Bank. Cena, Kane, Jericho, and Big Show with less than 6 days until the pay-per-view. Who knows? Rey Mysterio may not come back until after the Raw 1000. So maybe Miz may return tonight. But hopefully they're going to add more people to the Money in the Bank match, as well as add more matches to the card. So there you go. Question number 1. We'll go down to this. What will happen tonight in the now never-ending, confusing AJ, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk love affair. We saw what happened on Raw last week. AJ kissing CM Punk, pushing him onto Bryan onto a table. And last week on Super SmackDown, she kissed Bryan and Punk in a segment. Where does AJ's allegiance lie? We'll probably find out at Money in the Bank. Of course, as we all know, she will be a special guest referee for that title match. But we'll see what she does tonight. On Raw, tonight at 9, on USA Network. Very unique situation tonight because they're going to not only tape Raw, but tape SmackDown in Denver. Since the original venue for SmackDown got into a forest fire or wildfire near the area. So I had to do both Raw and SmackDown tapings tonight. That is it for my Atakline for today. See you all later tonight for my Raw review. Then mine, You've all been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much for watching. See you all later. Oh yeah.